It's Wednesday, July 1st, 2026, and you're listening to Blue Lightning Daily, the show that's basically a fully automated AI factory, except sometimes the conveyor belt spits out a cursed hand with 7 fingers and we just keep it moving. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. And yes, this episode was made end-to-end with AI, which is fun until the AI tries to optimize your face into a Pixar uncle.
Today's main story. Google just dropped Nano Banana 2 Lite, which first of all sounds like a smoothie you'd buy at a yoga studio that also sells crypto.
Or like a limited edition Mario Kart item, like, congrats, you hit the Nano Banana, now your CPMs go down.
But it's real, and it's live in Google AI Studio and the Gemini API. The whole pitch is simple. Crank out a ton of images fast, for cheap. It's not trying to win the art gallery, it's trying to win the spreadsheet.
Which is such a creator truth, honestly. Because most of us are not sitting there like, I need one perfect image. We're like, I need 50 options by lunch so I can pick 5 that don't look haunted.
Exactly. Google's basically saying draft velocity is now a feature, like throughput is the product. If your workflow is generate 200, keep 20, ship 5, Nano Banana 2 Lite is built to make that feel normal.
Wait, I love that framing, because the old vibe of image gen was like, behold the singular masterpiece. But the real marketing vibe is, I need 12 versions of the same ad, 3 angles, 4 seasons, and one that looks like it's from a day in my life TikTok.
Yeah, and a version where the product is accidentally in the shot, the whole faux candid aesthetic.
So let's talk practicality. They're saying it's around 4 seconds per image in a lot of launch experiences. Even if it's a bit variable, that's still kind of wild.
That's the panic button part, because 4 seconds per image means you can generate faster than you can judge, like your eyeballs become the bottleneck.
And then you get approval debt. Your team's like, why do we have 6,000 drafts? And you're like, because the model was feeling productive.
Right, and that's how slop happens. Not because the model is evil, because iteration becomes basically free, and suddenly nobody's curating.
So how do we measure draft velocity without rewarding soulless slop?
I think you measure time to selection, not number of outputs. Like how quickly can you get to these are the 5 viable directions?
Yes! Because if your KPI becomes generate more, congrats, you invented a content landfill. But if your KPI is, how fast did we get to a clean shortlist? Then speed actually helps.
And honestly, you need a taste gate. Like a human being whose entire job is to say, no, that logo looks like it's melting, and no, that hand is doing freestyle jazz.
The hand doing freestyle jazz is so real.
Google's positioning is super clear too. Nano Banana 2 Lite is draft tier. It's a sketchpad that happens to be API addressable, so expect trade-offs.
Say them with your chest, Hunter. Where does it break first?
Small text is still risky. Fine detail can soften, and consistency, like character continuity or tight brand lockups, isn't guaranteed. If you need a perfect hero image, you route up to a higher fidelity model or you do human retouch.
So this is not your launch day billboard model. This is your we need 30 thumbnail directions in an hour model.
Exactly. Thumbnail roulette. People pretend thumbnails are art. They're actually controlled chaos plus A and B testing.
Okay, but who inside an org should own rolling this out? Because I can already see the internal fight.
Oh, it's a cage match. Creative team wants control, marketing ops wants speed, engineering wants it to be stable, and the CFO wants to know why the image budget now includes banana.
The CFO's like, why did we generate 40,000 thumbnails?
And someone's like, because it was only a few bucks.
That's the most dangerous sentence in automation. It was only a few bucks, repeated 12,000 times.
If I had to pick, the rollout should be co-owned. Creative sets the rules, brand guardrails, what good looks like. Marketing ops owns the pipeline and the review loops. Engineering wires it to the API and makes it not explode.
And CFO gets visibility, not control, like a dashboard. Here's what we generated, here's what shipped, here's what performed.
Exactly. Otherwise, you'll get the classic situation where the tool is technically available, but nobody's allowed to touch it because finance got spooked by volume.
This also ties into what we've been talking about all week, routing. Like stop worshiping one model, build a stack.
Yup. Cheap and fast for drafts, premium for finals, humans for taste. That's not wishful thinking, that's literally how modern creative ops works anyway.
And Google's basically building for that, because this ships in AI Studio for testing, and also in the Gemini API, so you can actually operationalize it. Not cool demo, but put it in the machine.
Also, this is very aligned with that Gemini Omni Flash conversation we had. Google's vibe right now is less re-rolling, more iterative editing. Faster loops, more conversational control.
Totally. And across the ecosystem, everybody's chasing that production reality, like ByteDance pushing seedance toward longer clips and consistency references, and OpenAI previewing that GPT family routing idea, different tiers depending on speed and cost and quality.
It's the same philosophy everywhere. Stop making creators pick one magic model and start letting workflows choose dynamically.
Okay, but let's talk failure modes when iteration gets cheap. Besides slop, what else breaks?
Your team's ability to decide. Decision fatigue becomes the enemy. Because when you can generate infinite options, you start thinking the perfect option is one more click away.
Oh, that's toxic. That's like scrolling dating apps. Surely the next one is better.
Exactly. Nano Banana turns creative into swipe culture if you're not careful.
So you need rules, like we generate a batch, we pick winners, we move on. No infinite buffet.
Another fail. Brand drift. If you're pumping out variants, you need constraints. Otherwise, every asset looks like it was made by a different alternate universe intern.
Which is honestly how some brands look already. But yes, guardrails, templates, style references, and a quick QA check before anything goes live.
AQ as a bond thing. Siga, serious.
Especially if you're doing personalization. Because when images are cheap, personalization gets tempting. Region-specific, audience-specific, placement-specific.
And that's powerful, like legitimately.
But it also means you can scale mistakes. One wrong prompt variable and suddenly your entire campaign is oops all melting logos.
So what's the smartest creator use case right now?
Thumbnails, obviously. Also ad variant factories for performance marketers. And e-commerce teams doing catalog-scale product in-scene drafts, then picking the best and polishing.
I'd add mood boarding for client pitches, like generate a ton of directions fast, pick a vibe, then rebuild it properly in Photoshop or your design tool of choice.
Hunter said Photoshop, everyone drink.
No, not a drink. We're not doing the coffee bit, remember?
Fine, everyone open a new tab and pretend you're working.
If we meme this update for creators, it's basically quantity has a quality all its own.
Or be faster, be weirder, curate harder.
That's actually the whole strategy. Generate fast, curate like a maniac, then route the finalists to the high-quality path.
Final take, Nano Banana 2 Lite isn't glamorous. It's operational. It's for people who ship.
And that's why it matters. It makes image generation feel like a scalable production primitive, not a precious art ritual.
Which is the whole Blue Lightning mission, honestly. Less hype, more can I actually use this to get work done.
All right. Thanks for hanging with us on Blue Lightning Daily.
Go check out bluelightningtv.com for AI news and updates, and subscribe so you don't miss the chaos.
And if your AI starts generating 9,000 drafts because it was only a few bucks, just remember your eyeballs are still the rate limit.
Catch you later.